If manifestation really worked, then why haven't you gotten what you've been praying for? Okay, why haven't you gotten what you've been manifesting? Why does your reality still look the same? You've been scripting, you've been meditating, you've been visualizing, you've been saying your affirmations every single day, but your reality still isn't shifting, okay? If manifestation is instant, as they say, then why are you still waiting? I'll tell you why. It's probably because you're blocking your own blessings without realizing. Let's talk about it. So I want to give you a little reality check real fast. You've been told that if you just align your thoughts and raise your vibration, that you'll get everything you want, right? But here's the problem. Manifestation is not just about thinking positive. Manifestation is a full body, full system transformation, okay? And if you don't understand the deeper mechanics of how manifestation actually works, I'm talking about conscious manifestation here, okay? Then you will literally stay stuck in the same cycle on repeat, no matter how many times you rewrite your affirmations, okay? Let me break down the two biggest roadblocks that are keeping you stuck, and then I'm gonna show you exactly how you're gonna move past these roadblocks, okay? So first we have roadblock number one. You never move past the mental level. Okay, first of all, I want you to go watch my first video about how manifestation works. If you haven't already, manifestation takes place on 3 planes of existence. You have the mental level, you have the spiritual / energetic level, and then you have the physical level. So roadblock number one is that you never move past the mental level, okay? Most people honestly do get stuck at the first level of manifestation, which is the mental level, mental manifestation. They think that if they just know what they want and they visualize it and they believe in it, it will happen. But what they don't realize is that the subconscious mind is controlling 95% of the reality that you experience, okay? Let me give you an example. So say you want to manifest abundance and you start visualizing wealth, you start scripting about being rich, you start saying affirmations like, I am a money magnet, I am abundant, money flows into my life with ease, da 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 da. But deep in your subconscious, you have decades, okay? I'm talking decades of programming telling you that money is hard to make, rich people are greedy, every time I get ahead, something goes wrong, I don't deserve to have money come to me easily, I have to work twice as hard just to get half of what everybody else has, okay? Or I have to work twice as hard just to get what everybody else has. If your subconscious is aligned with those beliefs, if that is the frequency of your subconscious, then those beliefs will always, without a doubt, 100% of the time, override your conscious desires. It's always going to override your conscious desires. So even if you consciously want wealth, your nervous system and your mind, your subconscious mind, are programmed for a struggle, okay? This is how these beliefs show up in your life, okay? So number one, you might feel uncomfortable charging higher prices, higher rates for your services, for your products, or asking for a raise if you have a job, asking for a raise at work, okay? You might feel like you have to do all these things to prove your worth when you're trying to get a raise, and you have to constantly prove that you are worthy for what you want, okay? Another way this shows up in your life is that if you actually do attract that money that you want, but you lose it just as fast. Money literally burns a hole in your pocket, okay? And another way that this shows up in your life is that if you keep procrastinating on doing the things that will actually bring you more money, that will actually allow you to generate more income, no matter what it is, you're procrastinating on it. You always have an excuse for why you can't do this and why you can't do that. That's another way this will show up in your life. This is one that I previously in the past have struggled with a lot, okay? And then another way is that you struggle to stay consistent with doing things that will actually increase your income. You know, a lot of us start things, but we don't actually see them through to the finish line. That's a form of self-sabotage, okay? And if that is what your pattern is, that is your number one clue that you have some subconscious beliefs that are blocking you from becoming the person that has what you desire, okay? Because like I said, manifestation is not just about thinking positive. It's literally about reprogramming the subconscious mind so that wealth feels normal to you, so that whatever you are trying to manifest feels normal to you. And until it feels normal to you, until you take it off the pedestal, until you close that gap between where you are and having what you want, you're going to keep manifesting the same struggles, even while it seems like you're doing all the right things, all the manifestation techniques, So that is number one, how you block yourself on the mental level. Number two is going to be how you block yourself on the energetic or spiritual level, which basically translate to your nervous system being stuck in survival mode. Who am I talking to? Okay, this one is deep, and I really want you to listen to this because this is something that is not talked about as often in this manifestation, conscious creation, reality shifting space, okay? And a lot of people don't even realize that this is what's happening because it's not really often and widely talked about, okay? Your nervous system is wired to keep you alive. It's wired to keep you surviving, okay? Your nervous system is not necessarily wired for success. This is something that you have to consciously, intentionally train yourself, shift your nervous system, regulate your nervous system into the state of being, okay? So especially for all my people like myself, okay, you grew up in scarcity, you grew up in stressful environments, you grew up in instability, and your body just has gotten used to operating in a state of like high stress, high alert, and just like being in fight or flight mode. That is like normal to you. You don't even realize that it's happening. Like literally, I just moved into this apartment, my first apartment on my own in literally years that I manifested. Thank you. And for the first time in years, I felt a weight lifted off of my chest. Like I could finally actually breathe. Like my nervous system has not felt this much ease and this much release and this lack of stress in years. Like I literally just got used to hopping from place to place. I moved 6 times. This is my 6th move in 3 years, y'all. Whew, that's deep. And like I said, whether you realize it or not, if you have been operating like this, if this sounds familiar to you, if this feels familiar to you, your body literally sees abundance, rest, ease, alignment as a threat. Flat out. Like it's going to be very hard for you to manifest the things that you consciously desire when your nervous system is in survival mode and stuck in survival mode, especially if you don't even realize it, okay? Let's say you want to manifest success, you want to manifest opportunities, money, love, whatever it is that you want, okay? You visualize it, you're visualizing it, you're believing in it, and you even start to see signs of this showing up. But as soon as it starts to happen, you self-sabotage or you feel overwhelmed and you might go into freeze mode, okay? You might suddenly feel anxious or like begin to doubt yourself, or you avoid taking action or doing what you know you need to be doing in order to really drive this thing home, okay? You start to push people or opportunities away. You start to self-sabotage. Why do we do this? We do this, it's literally a survival mechanism, okay? Your body is just trying to keep you safe in the only reality that it knows, the reality that it's most familiar with. This is the struggle, the stress, the scarcity, okay? If you've spent years, or even like some of us, like myself, decades, living in survival mode, your nervous system by default is going to reject ease, flow, and abundance simply because it does not feel normal to you. It doesn't know how to hold this frequency yet. It doesn't know how to hold this frequency yet, okay? So some even deeper examples for how this shows up in your life. Let's say you get an amazing opportunity, but then you overthink yourself to the bone. You overthink yourself until you talk yourself out of it. Okay. You're overthinking, you're overanalyzing everything. And then eventually you just be like, you know what? Actually, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I'm supposed to do this. Let me just not. Okay. Let's say you manifested a new client. Okay. And then you start to feel overwhelmed and you don't follow through. I want to give you a personal example. Years ago, I started manifesting photography gigs. I literally started doing photography as a therapeutic stress relief practice, okay? It was just something to allow me to escape my stressful, anxiety-ridden everyday life. And I started shooting photography literally to decompress, to just get into a creative flow, to help myself feel regulated, okay? I started sharing my art online and people started reaching out to me to ask me to book photography gigs with me. Was I ready for this? Absolutely not. But I was like, you know what? Like, sure, let me just go with it. Let me just try. And literally within a year's time, less than a year, I started getting hit up by like big ass like advertising, media, marketing agencies to do campaigns for brands like Reebok, the city of Los Angeles, like y'all, like money. Like the most I was getting paid from working a 40-hour-a-week 9-to-5 job, I was making that in like hours, less than a day on a photography gig. And the demand grew so heavy that I look back now and I see I didn't know how to hold that. My nervous system cannot hold that yet, because while I was receiving these things, they were flowing into my life because I was in alignment with a higher version of myself, with a version of myself that didn't experience this stress, that was literally escaping and getting out of all of this survival mode through photography. My nervous system was not equipped to handle this success yet. And what did I do? I self-sabotaged, y'all. I stopped taking on clients. I stopped posting my work. I literally shut down the whole entire operation, which is so wild because it literally was, if I would have kept going, it could have been that out from my 9-to-5, but I couldn't hold it yet. My nervous system was not ready to fully hold that reality yet. And so I self-sabotaged it. I stopped making progress. I stopped taking the actions to move me forward because my nervous system wasn't in alignment. My mind was there, my body was not, okay? So I felt overwhelmed. I stopped following through. I wrapped that shit up quickly and was like, I can't do this anymore, right? That's just another example. That's a very personal example, and it's one that has taken me years to like fully process. And now that I deeply embody and understand manifestation, I realize that's exactly what happened to me in the past, okay? Another example can be, let's say you're dating, you're looking, you want a relationship. You may meet a great partner, right? You may meet somebody who you vibe with, you're actually compatible with. It's a beautiful, the budding of a beautiful relationship could happen. But you start feeling unworthy, you start pushing this person away, you sabotage the relationship before it even has a chance to really fully blossom and get started, right? Done that before too. I'll save you the story on that. But, just something intuitively told me like, no, this ain't it. This is way too calm. You don't really want this. You're not really ready for this, right? So this is something I'm still working on today. One day at a time, one day at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, baby, okay? And then another example is that if you try to create a new habit in your life, you're trying to create healthy habits, better habits for your lifestyle, but then things actually start going well, right? So, the habits are picking up, they're starting to pick up, but then out of nowhere, something happens and then you just sabotage it. You just say, you know what, actually, this is too much. I'm not even gonna do this. And you just sabotage it. These are all examples of getting stuck in the energetic alignment aspect. Your nervous system is just not on board with the changes, with the manifestations, with bringing your desires into your reality, with shifting your reality, okay? And like I said, this is because your body is literally conditioned to expect struggle. Okay, it's not your fault. You're not really consciously doing this. You're doing this subconsciously. Okay, so it will keep creating because you have this mental alignment. The mental alignment is there, but your body, your energy, your spirit is not in alignment. Okay, so you'll keep creating it, but even when you want something consciously, you hold yourself back. You sabotage it. Okay. And this is a big roadblock for a lot of people, and why they get stuck in their manifestation process. It's not that it's not working. It's literally that your nervous system is actively blocking you from fully receiving what you are asking for, what you are manifesting. Okay. So that was the energetic alignment, the energetic roadblock. We already talked about the mental. Let's talk about how to move past these roadblocks, okay? The best part of the video, right? And there will be a part 3 to this. We're just gonna keep the ball rolling on this, okay? So now that you know what's keeping you stuck, I'm gonna tell you how you're going to actually shift, okay? Number 1, you're going to start reprogramming your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition, okay? The beliefs that you have today were programmed into your mind through years, decades of repetition. So now you have to reprogram new beliefs. You have to reprogram new frequencies in the same way, okay? Daily affirmations are, while they're helpful, they're not necessarily fully enough. You need to fully embody these new beliefs, okay? That means that you need to do the journaling to uncover the hidden limiting beliefs that you have, okay? There's one thing to have conscious beliefs, but we all have these hidden limiting beliefs. This is where your shadow work is gonna come in. This is where you're gonna start doing that shadow work that we hear people talking about, okay? You're going to listen to subconscious reprogramming tracks, okay? I want you to literally write a visualization and record it in your own voice. There's nothing more powerful than listening to your own voice. Your subconscious mind is going to accept your own voice before it accepts anyone else's voice out here, okay? Listen to subconscious reprogramming tracks, affirmations, visualizations, meditate, use your imagination, use your own voice. You literally have everything you need within you to do this subconscious reprogramming work, okay? Then you want to start, when you write this visualization, when you're doing these visualizations, you want to visualize these things as if they are already yours, as if they are already in your reality. That means I want you to set the scene fully. I need you to activate all of your senses. I need you to really feel, like feel emotional frequency, energy, feel it, okay? As if this is already your reality when you are visualizing, okay? Then you're going to also practice identity shifting. You're going to shift your self-concept. I'm going to do more about this in another video because this is a really important part, because you cannot have anything that you don't already have within you. You can't have anything out here that isn't already inside of you. You have to give it to yourself first, meaning that you have to shift into a self-concept that already has what you have before it even materializes, before it even manifests in the physical reality, in the material world, okay? Step number 2, you're gonna regulate your nervous system. You're gonna regulate your nervous system. You're gonna regulate your nervous system, okay? Do not skip this part. Don't skip it. Do this work, okay? Because like I said, this is the second part, the meat of this manifestation sandwich, okay? This is what's in the middle. If your body is conditioned to expect struggle, you can do all the mental alignment, you can do all the mental work that you want to do. Even once you begin to receive it, you're gonna fuck it up, okay? So you have to train your body, you have to train your nervous system to feel safe in pleasure, abundance, success, love, all the things that you want, okay? You're gonna do breath work daily. You're gonna do these things daily. You need to become a person who prioritizes your energetic alignment, okay? That's a part of your self-concept. That's a part of the mental alignment. You need to become a person who does this shit on a regular basis, on a daily basis. You're going to do breath work. You're going to do emotional freedom, technique tapping. You're going to do somatic exercises. You're going to dance. You're going to move your body. You're going to get in the gym, okay? You're going to do resistance training. You're going to stretch. You're going to do yoga. You're going to do literal body energetic practices, okay? You're going to do meditation every day. Yes, you're going to meditate every day, and you're going to do gratitude practice. You're going to gratitude journal. You're going to gratitude rampage every single day, okay? I promise you, even within 7 days of doing this stuff, you will start to notice a shift. 30 days, you will absolutely notice a shift. 60 days, 1000%. 90 days, you're a whole new person. I'm telling you, stick with it. Even if you fall off, even if you step out of consistency for a day, don't worry about it. Jump right back in, pick it right back up where you left off. Do not skip this part. I cannot state this enough. Don't skip this part, okay? You are literally rewiring your body's response to success. You're rewiring your body's response to stress. You're rewiring your body's response to literally the everyday of your life, okay? These are micro exposures to abundance, to pleasure, to ease, to all the things that you want to feel, to love, to self-love, literally. It's going to help you expand your ability to hold these frequencies. It's going to help you expand your nervous system's ability to hold these frequencies, okay? Because we hear a lot of people talking about, you know, quantum leap and instant and da-da-da-da-da. Pause. If you're new to this, don't worry about quantum leaping right now. Please don't. Like, I definitely caution against that, because you don't want to just quantum leap, get it, and then you're not actually able to maintain or hold whatever you quantum leaped into, and you don't want to quantum leap your ass right back to where you came from, okay? Take this one day at a time. There's nothing wrong. Do not compare your manifestation timeline with anybody else. You don't know what this other person has been preconditioned with. You don't know what they have already been pre-programmed with. You don't know what their levels of resistance are to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Your journey is your own. You have your own limits. You have your own conditioning. You have your own programming. Take it at your own pace. This is not a race. This is a marathon. You are only racing against the past version of yourself. That's it. You're only racing against your old frequency, not anybody else out here. Don't worry about other people manifesting overnight. Block that, tune that shit out. It really doesn't matter, especially if you're new to this. Now, once you have begun to do this process over and over again, your mind will begin to accept these things much easier. And then the quantum leaps happen, okay? Your nervous system you've already risen your baseline of your nervous system to allow these things to happen into your life. But if you're new to this, if this is new for you, please don't worry about the timeline. Please don't. Trust the process. I promise you the process is working. If you're doing everything that I'm telling you to do right now, trust and believe the process is working. You just have to stick to it. You just have to stick to it. It works every single time. Do not rush this. Do not worry about the linear aspect. It's not even necessarily a linear process, okay? Be cool with the small upgrades first. The upgrades will grow incrementally the more that you show up for this practice, the more that you show up for this intentional alignment, okay? And then step number three, you're gonna take small aligned actions to prove to your subconscious mind that it is safe to have what you desire, that it is safe to have what you want. So you're gonna start making decisions as the version of you that already has what you want, okay? Notice when your body wants to self-sabotage, and then I want you to just take note of this, okay? Rewrite, revise whatever that action is, revise whatever that thought is, revise whatever that emotion is, okay? And choose something differently. just catch it in the moment. Meditation is going to help you become more aware of your thoughts. It's going to help you become more aware of your feelings. That's why it's important. Please meditate every single day, even if it's just for 15 minutes, okay? Just start meditating every single day. It's gonna be much easier for you to catch yourself and become conscious and aware of having the thoughts, the emotions, and the actions that do not align with what you are manifesting, okay? And then you're just gonna revise it. You're just gonna choose differently. You're gonna start to rewire your brain. It's literally neuroplasticity. You're gonna start to rewire your brain to be in alignment with what it is that you want, okay? The more you do this, the more you act, the more you think, and the more you feel from a place of safety and abundance, place of safety and peace, a place of safety and ease, love, etc. The more your nervous system will literally adjust to being in that state, and it'll be much easier to receive whatever it is that you're calling in, okay? So now I have broken down for you fully. You understand why you've been stuck, okay? In the next video, I'm going to teach you even deeper about how to align with what you've been manifesting and how you're going to remove these blocks for once and for all. But if you do the things that I've already said in this video, literally just do the things, okay? It's going to work, okay? But comment, I'm ready to go, if this video hit home for you and you're actually going to start doing what it is I just laid out for you so that you can start receiving your manifestation. So, because manifestation actually is instant. What's not instant is our capacity and our ability to receive. Our capacity and our ability to receive, to hold, and to sustain whatever it is that we are manifesting, okay? So make sure you like this video, save it, share it, give me a follow, subscribe wherever you're watching this, whether it's on YouTube or wherever the hell. And stay tuned for part 3, where I'm gonna break down this even further, okay? I'm giving y'all all the tea, bruh. I'm giving y'all all the things that I wish I would have not spent so many years trying to figure out, but this is why I'm here. This is a part of my purpose. If you're ready for this information, I'm here to just be a light. So thank you so much. I appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you're gonna start doing now. And of course, let me know your success stories with this. Come back to this video and let me know after you've done these things for 7 days, 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Literally, I want to hear, because I promise you, if you do these things, it's going to work. It's inevitable. It works every single time. So this was a video from Actualize with Ashley, where I'm here to help you manifest the highest potential of yourself through healing, movement, and manifestation, period.